Wow! Airport City. Beehive of activity. Holiday Inn Hotel. What an edifice. Come with me. Let's explore, shall we? Hi.
Hello,
Thank you very much. Thank you. Impressive. And you know what? It's all Ghana made. Hey, you there everywhere, my people. Welcome to Solutions Review Show. Here, we fix things. My name is Kafui Day, and we're going to discuss what you just saw on the Solutions Show. I've got my panel here. One person who came here a couple of weeks back, and two new people. We're going to find out who they are, what they do, and then we'll go straight into the discussion. I'm going to start, first of all, with the lady from GRA.
My name is Vivian Shika Omolumo of Ghana Revenue Authority, stationed at the Adabraka Small Taxpayers Office.
Thank you very much, Shika. And you know, guys, taxes build nations. Hey, let's pay our taxes. Let's build Ghana. Right. Today, I don't have my main man, Eko Mensah, here, but he sent along a very interesting and very able representative to step into his shoes. And she's right here.
Well, my name is Theresa Akoma. I'm the community manager for Premium Bank Health Station. What my department does is actually what Kofi Ghana and Ama Ghana are offering to businesses. So you out there, if you have a challenge with your business, don't feel shy. Just walk to the health station and we are there to fix it for you.
Thank you very much, Theresa. And last but not the least, we have a man in yellow. And when you say yellow, you know what that means, don't you?
My name is Godfrey Kwaten with MTN Business. And with MTN Business, we enable and we inspire growth. So today, we're going to give you more information that will help you and enable you to expand your business. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Godfrey and Theresa and Shika. I'm looking forward to this conversation. And as usual, I want you to plug in, take out your devices, and like, comment, share. Let's know what's on your mind as far as solutions is concerned. And now to the episode you just watched. It's all about taxi versus Uber. Shika, what are your thoughts?
With me coming from the revenue collecting agency, taxi, Uber, it's a very interesting thing for us because it looks like the taxi drivers are actually out in arms against the Uber service. But they have actually not set themselves up to understand what technology is doing now in, the whole world, even taking Ghana, for example. They should actually listen to what Mike was advising, and they should have followed Mike to the help station for advice on how to make good use of what they are already doing, and not actually come out and think of even demonstration.
Okay. Theresa, what else did you pick up from that taxi, Uber potential conflict, really?
I think I like Michael very much for the advice he gave to the drivers. You know, when something comes up in the ecosystem, you don't just need to neglect it or just let it go. He made a statement, and I really like the statement. You either let it make you or unmake you. So you chance on it. If you don't know, you see experts to help you. Because if you think you are a driver and that's all, you don't keep your dresses, well, sometimes we come into contact with taxi drivers and the smell alone, the odor is so bad. You even feel like getting down. But all these things help you to, get more clients. And another thing, Kofi made an important point when Michael went to Solutions, and that you have your phones. You have a lot of contact. He was having about 416 contacts, but yet he still needs clients. Why? You have to make use of those that are close to you first before you go out there. And believe you me, word of mouth is very key, because if you serve me well, definitely I'm going to bring someone on board. Okay,
so let me bring you in now, Godfrey. What are your initial thoughts from the episode that we just saw?
Clearly, the Uber story is something that emanated from what the taxi drivers were lacking. I think there was a survey and then a study that brought out the short changes or short comments of the taxi drivers: availability, timeliness, price, compliance, and all those ones. And that's what brought out Uber. So now Uber is out and it's working so perfectly. And if you have the taxi drivers going back to fight Uber, then it means they're not learning. And that's what Kev, I really want them to understand and then come to the realization that it's not about them being in extinct. It's about them repositioning themselves and then coming up with the right strategies that will help them to win the battle. At the end of the day, what the customer would want is to have a service that meets his or her demands. Once they have the need, they would want to have someone to provide that need. And if they're able to do so by just changing a little about themselves, it's enough.
Okay. Bashika, do you not agree that sometimes you may have an idea, but it's good to go to an expert and the person confirms those ideas and it gives you more confidence?
Exactly. And it looks like when he went to Kofi, it was in the right direction, because Kofi actually gave him the things that he already knew much about. But just right after he had finished with Kofi, he had a client. And it was like the doors had opened for him. That was the beginning. And definitely the man had also come out with the issue about having a very good car, having an AC, the pricing, comparing, because he had foreknowledge of pricing from Uber. So already he knew that if he had to be in good business, all these things must be done. And I'm sure from that point, he would have taken the next step to getting a very good car, fuel efficient, getting a car with the AC and everything, and going out with a dressing, because he had even told his colleagues about coming out with a very good car, clean car, being very well dressed and making it. So I feel having gone to an expert and having a first-hand information and also meeting someone, a client who was also ready to go by whatever he had, the services that he had to offer him, I'm sure, yes, if Mike goes ahead, he will make a difference.
Okay, thank you very much, Shika. So now this is a special announcement to all taxi drivers. Judging from what we saw, I think the conclusions are: look good, smell good, keep a clean car, watch your prices, and take some of the stuff that Uber does and customize it. You don't need to go do the whole GPS thing, but your phone contacts could be your own world, where you could actually plug into those people and get constant relationships with them and grow your business. I mean, it's as simple as that. Really, if you action it, as Godfred is asking Michael to do, I think you will be fine. But let me come back to all of you. It really goes beyond taxi drivers, doesn't it? Because there are certain principles we've seen in what we saw that can apply to virtually every small business. Teresa, what do you think?
Yes, that's very true. And it goes to artisans. Normally, they don't really care about what they are doing. They think the one-off job, it's okay for them. So they give higher prices, and some of them don't even have confidence in themselves, because if you're really doing it well and you're getting a good job out there, definitely you are going to help employ people on board. Now you are a carpenter, you are being called to do something, and you go, you dress haphazardly, as we are saying, you don't even dress well, your pricing is not good. Definitely, I would like to go to a company who will give me a cheaper price, comparing Uber to the taxi. Pricing is very key in business.
Okay. Godfred, what are your thoughts? Really, expanding it beyond just taxi Uber business.
Well, I agree that it is that extensive. And to be more specific, and to deviate a little bit from what Teresa just said, pricing might not be the underlying factor, because we have premium pricing. If you're able to position yourself in such a situation that the value aspect will come out, people will not mind to pay that extra comfort or that extra price for that added value that you are adding to.
So a plumber wearing smart uniforms, business card,
well delivery, well invoiced, well packaged. You deliver a service, and then the aftermath, the cleanup is super. Well, some people offer magazine services, and after which washes your car and give it to you. Another service that you did not even pay for. Tomorrow you would want to take your car there again. That experience, that repeat purchase attitude that people should inculcate in their business is key. People always think of today's business, where they serve you something, they don't care if you go and die or whatever. So they want to just take whatever they can take from you
and run,
possibly kill you, give you net cutting pricing just to win from you and then move on. But in other places, people are very keen to repeat purchasing, where whatever that it's being said continues. So you buy one, he wants you to buy again. So some people are even saying for us, okay, if you are giving me a service, I can discount it for you for the first 2 times and then begin to charge you premium going forward. Just to win you and then stick with you and then grow with you.
Okay, Chika, we shouldn't be seen to be maybe overly bashing the taxi drivers because I know they contribute a lot to the Ghana Revenue Authority, don't they?
Yes, they do. They do. They are one of the best taxpayers we have because they are expected to pay on quarterly basis. And getting to the quarter, the only aspect of it is they like coming on the last day, but you find them in queues coming to pay their taxes. Taxi drivers pay their taxes promptly. Yes, we accept the fact, but for them to be very competitive, coming from GRA, we also want them to emulate what Uber is doing in terms of the application they are using. Maybe they might not be able to use that application, but we also recommend keeping of adequate records. And it's very important for them if they want to enhance their business, because as we have MTN and we have a bank here, if you need to get a soft loan or something, your record keeping is also very important for them to have your cash flow, to know what exactly you are doing. When they give you that facility, will you be able to pay back? So for us to be able to assess you fairly and will not cheat you, you pay just what is needed to be paid. A peswa, not a peswa more, not a peswa less. We need you to keep adequate records. So if they are able to keep records of their operations, maybe as Uber has the application that the main Uber is able to monitor the clients that are paid, the amount that is paid, they can have it on a different level, but make real good accounts to their owners. So their owners would come and pay their taxes well. They themselves will also be paid well if they render proper accounts. Then GRA will be better off. We would also be able to collect the revenue for government, and government with its lofty ideas, all the flagship projects will be able to, they will be able to roll out and do everything. We will no longer go cap in hand.
Thanks very much, Chika. And on the point of accountability, you have a tool already in your pocket or in your hand. It's your phone. Take it out, look for notebook, and basically put down what you spend or what you earn every day. That becomes the record of your operations on a daily basis, and that will keep you on point for the future. It's as simple as that. We want you to keep plugging in on this show. Share, comment, like. Just take your phones, use them. Yep, let us know what's on your mind. Now, I want to go around the table and find out from my guests what they have for small business owners such as Michael and his friends and others, non-taxi drivers and other people who want to grow their businesses, because this is the point of this particular show. I'll kick off with you, my man from MTN Business. Godfred, what do you have for the Michaels and the other people of this world?
Thank you, Godfrey. First of all, it's beautiful that they have the concept of having an association. And once they come in as an association, they are able to get some benefit from us as MTN. We have solutions that we offer to small and medium enterprises, which when they are into an association, they can form and then they can qualify in those areas. One, they can have a closed user group where their calls that they call among themselves would be free. In that regard, they can even communicate among themselves and then share businesses as and when they ought to. So for example, if I have to pick a customer and I'm unable to, I can refer him to another colleague of mine who is available or in that location to help that service. Again, if they enroll onto our SME packages, we have very low rate services which can help them to even call back their customers. I mentioned the case of calling back to see how your customers are faring. That can give them that availability to call them and then find out some of these and reduce some of these charges in terms of their call pay. Again, data is inevitable into today's world. If tomorrow a customer wants you to know and pick him up from a location, he will just not tell you, go and look for the watch seller on the next step, turn right, turn left. He will just tell you straight up, send you his Google GPS or the Ghana Post coordinates, and you are supposed to be able to plot it on your phone and then locate it via 4G services, smart and enabled by MTN. Once you have these solutions at your fingertips, you are able to provide some other solutions or services which other people who have not skewed their mind to will not do.
So accountability is enhanced. You have more data to run your business.
Exactly.
Great stuff from MTN and MTN Business. Teresa, for the taxi drivers and the artisans of the world, how can the Help Station and Premium Bank be helping them?
Okay, that's great. We can help them to be accountable, as you said, because if they have all their details, their sales and other things plugged in onto their phone or written somewhere, we can help them put it into proper books. Because most of the times you see taxi drivers come in for loans and they are not able to account for what they used their previous taxes for. If we have them, or if you have an account with Premium Bank, you save with us, we know how your cash flows are. Definitely, if you need money to expand your taxi business, as he was saying, to get extra taxis, we are going to have the track record. And we also know, because we have been helping you, or you have the records on your phone already, and then we keep it into proper books. So that our accountability staff can help us know that, yes, you are indeed credible for us to give you money or loan or credits to say for another cars. And then also the health station can help with the referral services, referral and advisory services, just as Kofi Ghana did for Michael. So we have a pool of SMEs that we work with. As a community manager, I've come into contact with a lot of people. Sometimes they come and they're like, "Oosh, my phone is not working. Can you help me with Uber?" If we have a pool of taxi drivers, why not? We can just call you on board. We do referral services a lot.
Also, for you.
Yes.
Mobile money is also very trendy now.
Of course.
So you can have customers paying their taxi fares using the mobile money service. And now we have a special packet for taxi drivers, for which when you pay and receive with your fares with taxi drivers, you don't pay any commission. So you get your money at the face value, and then you are good to go.
Sounds
Again,
like...
it's as easy as money in the bank.
Yes.
And when you have your partnership with the banks, with the availability of bank integration, you can easily transfer your money from your wallet to your bank for safekeeping.
Well, thank you very much. And as you can see, the solutions are right there at your fingertips with MTN Business and Help Station from Premium Bank. You can achieve exactly what you want. Now, Shika, let's talk about what's new and what's fresh with GRA. What can you tell us today?
I'm just so happy to hear Godfred and Teresa talk about solutions. They are stakeholders and we are partners in development. They have lofty ideas, projects that when our taxi drivers, the artisans, the identifiable groups, the taxpayers key into, take advantage of. I think it will be very easy for us because we are talking of the GPS, we are talking of loans, we are talking of advisory services and the rest. They should take advantage of it. And then it will make it easier for them. As I indicated earlier, they keep adequate records. The main thing now is voluntary compliance for us. We want every income earner to be registered with GRA and then have the TIN, so that at least the TIN is the taxpayer identification number, because all these coming by 1st March 2018, this year 2018, the effectiveness of the TIN will be seen everywhere. There are so many institutions that are indeed required to obtain require the TIN from all taxpayers. You need it for passports, you need it for driver's license, you need it for registering of your title to land document, you need it for registering with GRA, that's Ghana Revenue Authority. You need it to go in, have a contract with government, with the MMDAs, the MDAs, I hope. That's the ministries, departments and agencies, the metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies. You also need it to clear your goods from the harbour. You need it to do so many things. And effective 1st May 2018, if you don't have the TIN, you would have difficulty in doing business in Ghana.
Thank you very much, Shika. Listen, don't forget about the TIN. The TIN is very important. Remember the TIN always. The tax identification number. You need it to do anything in this business. Okay, now let's bring everything home, shall we? Let's talk about the human aspects of this episode. The Ghanas have their issues. Ama's ex-boy has come in. Of course, he's married now, and they've signed the contract to start the business. Ama is not too happy with the issues. Some non-disclosure issues are going on there. Your thoughts, Godfred?
Well, I believe in the fact that Ama wants to have the right thing done. Having full disclosure in this kind of business is very important because it may bring out conflict of interest in the future of the business. And as it looks like, it's a huge business. I mean, having a part of it, which is worth $250,000 paid in the next week, is something that means that this is business almost on set. And if there are any gray areas, it is a good time for them to spell it out. And I think she's right and spot on if she wants that off her chest, to say it that way.
Teresa, but don't you think it's ironic that Ama hasn't disclosed her issues with that guy, with her ex-boy?
Yeah.
But she's getting all, okay, I want to sign now. Is it not funny?
It's so funny. It's so funny. And I think she didn't even act professionally that very moment in the conference room, because the way she shouted, Kofi is suspecting something. And I think she's also feeling guilty because she thinks she's being unfaithful to Kofi. Kofi tells her everything. When the fashion designer, what's the name?
Yes, was trying to
trying
close.
to seduce
Yes.
him. Yeah, he was so open, and then Ama was like, "Oh wow, such a faithful guy," and I'm still keeping. So I think that the ex must also, and I believe very well that it was intentional. He intentionally didn't let the wife come to the meeting that very moment.
Because she may have picked up the vibes with Ama.
Yes. And I don't know if he's still in love with Ama, just to say, but I just don't know why he's doing that.
In subsequent episodes. Sure. Shika, you're smiling, you're laughing. What's going on?
The last bit about whether she doesn't know whether Ama is still in love with Kofi. Yes, as Godfred rightly said, the issue is full disclosure. And for me, that was not the right place. They had ample time. Ama could have divulged every information that needed to be divulged to the husband prior to the finalization of this contract. So I don't see why at that last moment, when she knew definitely that contract would be signed, to, storm out of this thing of the conference room in that manner, which was very unprofessional.
Are we not being too hard on Ama? I mean, it's a human thing. There are certain things that we don't want to bring out, and we are struggling to
but
bring
looking
out
at the
information.
relationship between Ama and Kofi, she's supposed to gather the courage to do that.
Kofi is just too perfect a guy, and Ama can't match up to his standards. I don't know.
Really?
I'm speaking for the...
I think she's matching up because they're perfect couple.
Yes, but she hasn't told him everything, and Kofi has told her everything.
Yeah.
So why can't she also just come out and tell Kofi that this is... it is... She and the other guy are not... They don't have anything going now. I guess Kofi has that trust for her. So whatever she comes out to say, if she says it in good faith, Kofi will also accept it in good faith.
And I know you are talking about the non-disclosure, because disclosure is a big issue for GRA. You guys want us to disclose
everything. We want taxpayers to disclose everything to us. And in the same way, Ama should have disclosed everything, because this is business. Okay. And we are talking of business.
You should have treated Kofi as GRA.
Yes.
And disclose.
And disclose everything to us. So that we will just get what is rightly ours. Fairness, integrity, service.
Good point. Okay. And teeny point before we wrap up, the NOMESI woman who seems to be against everything that the solutions people are doing. Any comments on that? We have people like that, spoilers in our system, who will always blame everything on somebody else and not look at their own shortcomings.
But if you see the NOMESI situation, she doesn't want to change, and she believes all her troubles can be solved with a charm, which is not done. You can see her way of even treating her customers. No matter how little they are, they contribute to you. If it's in bits and pieces, they are paying. And in this case, for instance, the lady was coming to buy and pay. And you're making reference to her father who has not paid her debt. That does not come in. It's a different, you treat them differently. So I think for her, she needs a lot of information. But you also realize that she's not willing to listen.
So she's doomed.
At a point,
is she doomed?
Her friend was trying to advise her,
and she didn't listen.
And she shut her down.
Yeah, is she doomed?
She appears doomed. it really would call for a fasting and prayer session.
Oh, so more spiritual issues. Oh boy, Teresa.
Yeah. But to add to that, you know that she's actually running out of stock, because previous episode you can see that her staffs were outside, and it's actually going down.
You're quite observant.
Because very because I was so surprised in the previous episode. You know, pure water is 20 pesos. Someone comes to buy 20 pesos, and you're like, it's early morning, 20 pesos.
Give me a big sale first.
No. It's too bad. It's too bad. As I said earlier, customer service is key. So she's supposed to drop all this spiritual thing. Yeah, we are supposed to be spiritual, but it has its own time. When you are into business, you are into business. You're supposed to, you come to business and you're always gossiping about someone making it, but you're not ready to learn. Just as he rightly said, she's not ready to.
Oh, wow. Love the going around with the table, very rich discussions, lots of solutions in those contributions, and I hope you are plugging in as you're going along. Let me go back to my panel for the last time and find out what their parting comments will be. I'll start with you first of all, Shika.
Yes, I want to tell our clients out there, we say GRA is a company and our client, the taxpayers are our clients. We want to tell them that we're coming up with new compliance tools to make paying of taxes easy for them. We have the EPOS, which is the electronic point of sale device, which is also going to help owners of businesses know exactly what their businesses are doing, even when they are not around. And GRA to also have the first-hand information on credible data from them about what they are earning so as to take the right taxes. We also have the withholding VAT credit certificate that is coming out soon. We have the modified taxation where people, income earners with any income below 20,000 are going to be taxed on a certain rate as we have the tax stamp. And then those with incomes between 20,000 and 200,000 are going to pay at a flat rate of 3%. These are all tools that we want to ensure that taxpayers are having it easy to pay taxes and for Ghana to be a better place for us.
Thank you very much, Shika. Godfred.
Well, with MTN Business, we enable and we inspire growth. We want to be your partner to bring you from your low to your high. And we are willing to grow with you, offer you solutions from internet solutions that you would require, to voice solutions, to partnering with you to deliver solutions that you ought to have delivered onto the market. Again, currently we are strongly rolling out fiber to homes, which is a solution with which we plug fiber solutions to your home, where you can have speed as high as 60 Mbps for your consumption. And with that, I'm telling you, the prices are also so fabulously fantastic. And so watch out that space, and then we'll be coming to you shortly.
MTN Business.
Enabling and inspiring growth.
Fantastic. And last but not the least, Teresa from Help Station.
Okay, as we say, Premium Bank, you're better off with us. Yeah, you're always better off with us because we've gone beyond the financial services, giving you non-financial services, free advisory that you're not going to get it anywhere. And more especially, we've made banking so easy. With the USSD, you just dial *446 and you can transfer money from your mobile phone. It can be MTN, any other network, to your bank account, and you can easily transfer money from your bank account to your mobile money wallet so that you can get money anywhere and everywhere you go, just as MTN.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much to Teresa and Godfred and Shika for bringing us such rich insights into today's show. It's the Solutions Review Show. Thank you very much for watching. Guys, look, we are thirsty. Let us drink. Thank you.